Welcome to the broadcast. On to our main story tonight. Former U.S. President Barack Obama on Monday asked Kenyan leaders to push for equal opportunities as a way of fighting poverty and encouraging resilience. The 44th President of the United States of America said this during the launch of a community initiative in Kogelo. The former POTUS noted that there were positives in the country's political landscape, with the reconciliation of opposition leader Raila Odinga and President Uhuru Kenyatta being one of his pointers. Obama was inaugurating his sister's Auma Obama's Sautiku Foundation. Here's Christian Kamau with more details.
The residents of Kogelo got a chance to host former President Barack Obama today as he arrived in Kogelo. The area was under tight security following Obama's arrival in his second trip to Kenya. Obama went to his grandmother Mama Sarah's home before he headed to the grounds of Sautiku Foundation for the launch of his sister's Auma Obama Foundation. Prominent leaders from Nyanza and Western regions who attended the occasion include Mama Ida Odinga, Mama Sarah Obama, U.S. Ambassador Bob Godek, Kisumu Governor Anyang' Nyong'o, Baringo Senator Gideon Moi, among other governors and senators. Famed South African songstress Yvonne Chaka Chaka was also present. After the entertainment, Auma Obama took to the podium and explained about her foundation of Sautiku, whose aim is to make the economic growth that is based on locally available resources a substantial part of the economic value chain. The foundation aims to teach the youth to use assets locally available to improve their living conditions.
We want to give the young people options through this center. We want to give them alternatives so that they have things that they can do. We want to give them a perspective so that they can improve their lives and know that they've done it for themselves. Because what we tell them is, you are your future. You are responsible for what becomes of your life, nobody else. And that's why we start from the age of 4 years old, because even a small child knows what's right and wrong. And the minute you know what's right and wrong, you also know what your responsibility is. So you're not a victim.
President Obama reminisced about his first journey to Kenya, a place he said gave him a level of satisfaction that no luxury could give. He further said that the youth who joined Sautiku got opportunities for education and also were directed into employment, where they too can be job creators and offer employment as well.
Kenyan faces today aren't as rigid as the ones that might have faced previous generations. A young Kenyan doesn't have to do what my grandfather did and serve a foreign master. A young Kenyan doesn't have to do what my father did and leave home in order to get an education. So there's been real progress in this amazing country, and it should inspire today's young Kenyans to demand even more progress.
He as well mentioned the opportunities offered by the 2010 Constitution that were good for investment, and also the infamous handshake between President Uhuru Kenyatta and NASA leader Raila Odinga, saying their unity will help the country grow away from the previous violent election periods.
We now have a president and a major opposition leader who have pledged to build bridges and have made specific commitments to work together. So what we see here in Kenya is all part of an emergent, more confident, and more self-reliant Africa. But we know that real progress depends on addressing the challenges that remain. It means rooting out the corruption that weakens civic life.
President Obama is on a two-day visit to Kenya, but on the capacity of a private citizen, after which he is expected to head to South Africa. Christine Kamau, KUTV.